Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, hope you're doing well. Today, I thought we'd have a little walk around the forecourt, give you a bit of a garage update, show you what we've got in stock, and we might even venture into the scrapyard and see some of the kind of headache cars that we've got at the moment. If there is any, I can't even remember. So, yeah, join me as we walk around the forecourt and see what we've got in stock at Berrow Motors. Right, first thing out the door, we have got this Citroen C4, which I think we have bought back from a customer. We sold it once before and we've got it back. It's a 2013, 50,000 miles for 5,795. Seems like a quite smart thing. It's covered in dust because it's Berrow and we're by the sea, but other than that, quite a nice looking car. Next to that is something I'm far more interested in, the very nice 4.2 V8 Audi S4 in a really nice blue. I wish I could tell you the name of this blue, but I can't. But it's a 2007, sorry, that's not right. It's a 2008 on a 57 reg on 86,000 miles for just under 9 grand. It's a very, very nice car. It's got an aftermarket exhaust, so it sounds even nicer than standard. Coming out the front, we've got a red little Mini Cooper. We took this in part exchange against a Mini Cooper S, actually. It's slightly higher on the mileage, I think. This is on 108,700, basically, 108,700. It's a very smart thing, though. Drives very nicely. It's got the nice kind of plaid interior, etc. But we have had this one a couple of months now, so if you're in the market for a nice red Mini, a nice example, high value because of the mileage, then drop us a line. Next to that is another Mini. This is a Mini 1. But look at the colour. This is the main reason I bought this car, I think, because I just think bright colours is a bit more interesting than just having white, black and silver cars on the forecourt. Again, super nice inside. They've got quite nice technology in these because it's basically a BMW, isn't it? It just looks nice. It's got all the features you want. So I don't think that'll be hanging around for too much longer, hopefully. We've got some customers looking at a car here, so we might kind of sidestep them, so leave them to look at the car, and we'll head on round up the forecourt. Right, so yeah, as I say, we've got some customers looking at the Volvo V90 Cross Country that you may have seen on the channel. Super nice car. Keep getting people come and say, what's the history like on it? And it's like, it's immaculate. It's laminated. The guy has got full Volvo history, full Volvo cam belts being done and everything, and he's laminated everything. That is a top tier Volvo customer, and we very much like to see that. We've got a Cougar 2013 on 93,000 miles, 7,795. Looks reasonable value, that. Nice leather interior, all the bits and pieces. I assume it must be a titanium. It is titanium X. So that's a nice thing. This is our Fiesta. It's not a Fiesta. It's a Focus ST3, the diesel. Got a sunroof, got the wind deflectors, things like that. Obviously, nice spec because it's the ST3, so it's got leather interior, heated seats, all that sort of stuff. This is the high mileage one, about 148,000 miles. So again, higher mileage, but good value, I think. And it cleans up well. Missing a little trim there for the washer jets, but I have got that inside. Probably should have put that on before we came out here, but you know what I'm like, I'm not that organised. Next to that, we've got a carsboughtformore.com purchase. I can't remember exactly where this came from, but a nice Megane. I've got a feeling this is a Sport. No, it's a GT line. Really nice inside. It's got nice big bucket seats, got really nice technology, super comfortable to drive. Just a really nice thing, really. And I think it's quite a small diesel engine. I think it's a 1.6 DCI, super economical, 128 brake horsepower. Just, yeah, really nice thing. I'm surprised that's still here, to be honest. I would have thought that would have sold by now, but sometimes you just can't tell. Some of the nicer cars hang around for longer, and some of the things you just think, no one's going to want that, it sells straight away. So what can you do? Next to that, we have a Volkswagen Scirocco. It is 102,000 miles. It's a 2-litre TDI. It's a DSG. I just think, again, these represent really good value these days. They're smart looking. They kind of look sporty, aggressive. It's DSG, so it's automatic. It's got the really nice leather interiors. 5.5 grand. That is a bargain car for someone, I think. Next to that, we have got the B-Class. If you're an avid watcher of the channel, you would have seen this in another video. Now, this isn't normally the sort of thing we'd have on the forecourt, especially with paint damage like this and this. But because Jason took this in part exchange and it's a Mercedes, I think he was just willing to give it a go rather than sending this down to the farm where we sell a lot of our sort of trade cars. I'm just going to give it a go here and see what we could do with it. You know, there's probably more profit in it selling it from here because mechanically we think it's a really nice car. It's just, cosmetically not the best. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know, but not something we normally see on the forecourt here, but yeah, it is what it is. Next to that, we've got a car that only came in yesterday. In fact, I don't think it really arrived properly until today. I've never had one of these ever before. Jason organised this deal through Cars Bought For More. It's a Citroen C0, fully electric little Citroen thing. This is funky as hell. It looks futuristic and incredibly old at the same time. It's very strange. Completely electric. It's got about an 80-mile range, which is not bad really for something of this sort of generation, this size, etc. I'm not so sure on the kind of brown, beige, custard cream looking interior, but I don't know. It's something a bit different, isn't it? And that's always interesting. Jason took that out for a test drive this morning and he's practically fallen in love with it. He seems to like strange things because what's his car? He's got like a, not an Igo, is it? I can't even think what it, oh, not a Toyota IQ. Just likes kind of quirky things. He's like a Dan Mark II. I mean, I think that would be quite fun to drive, but I wouldn't want to have it as my daily car, but he loves it. Another car that came from the same seller was this Fiesta, which looks like a nice little thing. I can't really tell you too much information on it. I imagine it's a small petrol engine one. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? It's a 2012. As I say, it's only just arrived, so hasn't really gone through its full preparation and everything yet. But yeah, looks quite nice. Black. I wonder if it'll tell us the mileage if I pop the door. 55,500 miles. So that is an ideal bit of stock, really. Yeah, very, very happy to have that. Over here we've got sold stuff, which kind of comes around the corner this time, actually. So we've got the Chevrolet Trax, a Porsche, which was my Porsche and has been sold and has come back because the chap wanted us to look at a couple of things, so we're looking at that. The Peugeot Partner automatic with the electric winch and everything in the boot. We bought that back from a customer that we sold it to previously and sold it again in the same day. So that sat there waiting to go out. In fact, that's not a sold one. So we need to do a bit of shuffling by the looks of it. But again, a Kia Picanto, another one we've bought back from a customer. He bought it from us, I think about 2 years ago. And he needed a car once he'd emigrated back here from another country. I guess he's had a couple of years and now he's moving off again. So he sold us back the Picanto. Lovely little thing, actually. Low mileage, nice condition, £5,500. So yeah, lovely little car. Then we got a Mocha, which I think this was a 4-wheel drive, 1.7 CDTI. Can't see whether it was the 4-wheel drive. We did have a 4-wheel drive one. This might not have been it, but it is a CDTI. Jason sold this one yesterday, I believe. So that sat there waiting for prep to go out. Then we got Golf GTD that you may have seen in another video as well. We did a little video with Carly scanner and everything on that. This is a really nice looking car. This is right up everyone's street here at Berrow Motors. Definitely a staff favourite with a plaid interior and all the kind of GT spec stuff. But it does need potentially a windscreen, unfortunately. Right, next to that, we've got another Cars Bought For More purchase. In fact, there's quite a lot of them here, so I've got to say a massive thank you to everyone who is visiting carsboughtformore.com and getting quotes from us for your cars. Hopefully, showing by the quantity that we have in stock, we do try to offer some of the best prices and make it a very easy and pleasant transaction for you. So thank you for those who have, and thank you for those who will consider us in the future. Anyway, like I say, Mercedes BMW. It's a BMW, it's a 3 Series, 320D, SE Touring, it's the automatic. It's actually a really nice thing. It's in super nice condition, this. Again, everyone likes an E90, this would be an E91, being the estate version. 79,000 miles, just under £7,000. Just a really nice kind of family car. They're super practical. It's rare to find them in this nice condition. The little shopping trolley hatch on the boot works and everything. They rarely work, so yeah, lovely thing. Next to that is another Cars Bought For More purchase, a Vauxhall Mariva. This is a 1.4 turbo, I think, or at least it's a 1.4. I think it's a turbo. Let's see what the horsepower is. 99 horsepower. Don't know. I think it is. Toby can put the details here, let us know. Turbo, no turbo. Yeah, nice thing. We like these. Suicide doors on the back, so that these back doors open backwards compared to the front doors. Easy loading. We quite like them. Prefer them to a Safira, that sort of thing. £5,000 seems like it's a pretty good value car to me. Then we have not a Cars Bought For More purchase. I bought this at the auctions actually. I just couldn't help myself because look at it. I've not usually been a massive fan of the Chrysler 300Cs, but this one is the SRT design. It just looks, I don't know, a bit meaner, a bit more aggressive. Got the dark anthracite alloy wheels, leather interior, heated, whatever. It's basically a Mercedes underneath. All the kind of gearbox, everything is Mercedes. 3-litre V6 diesel, and it's absolutely huge. I drove this home one night and it's just like driving a coach. It's massive, and I think it represents a lot of value. What have we got it up for? 4.5 grand. So it's a lot of car for 4.5 grand, isn't it? So well, I thought this might have gone already. We've had it for probably a couple of weeks now. I don't think it'll be around for too long, but we will see. Then we have my high mileage 320D. Sophie has been driving this around for many months. I was driving it before that until she stole it. I sold her Mercedes A-Class for her. She started driving this and I thought, well, we need to get her own car really. And we're gonna sell this off, and I need something I can tow with, and most of the time I'm using cars that are in stock anyway. So let's remind ourselves what the mileage was on this. 177,000 miles, but it's only £7,000, and these usually obviously a lot more than that with lower mileage on. It's obviously been well looked after. It's in really nice condition. The alloy wheels in black. It's got Michelin Pilot Sports all the way around. Bluetooth. It's automatic. Cruise control. The cruise control didn't work when we got it actually. We fixed all that. Just a nice car. I'd be sad to see it go really, but needs must. Then we have a Jag XF. This is on the wrong side for the information sheet. This is on 106,000 miles. It's a 2.2 rather than the 3-litre, which if I'm honest is probably the engine I would prefer. I've tended to have less problems, and it's only £200 a year to tax, whereas a 3-litre is going to be 360 plus, I think, off the top of my head. It's a nice thing. We tend to do quite well out of the XFs. They're quite popular, so fingers crossed that won't be here for too long. Nice that it's in black, silver alloy wheels. You know, it appeals to a lot of people, that. Standing in a space that would normally be the Volvo V90 Cross Country that has just been out on a test drive. We'll get that back in a minute. But for the meantime, we will move on to this Volkswagen Tiguan. So this is a four-wheel drive version. It's match, so it's a pretty good spec. Like I say, it's the four-wheel drive version. They're not all manual. Just a very nice thing. 71,000, just under £7,000. Yeah, it's going to appeal to a lot of people, that. Super practical car. Looks nice, still looks modern. Who doesn't like a Volkswagen? Next to that, we have got, this was a Cars Bought for More purchase. In fact, so was that. This is an Audi S1, one of only, I think, 2 currently of this year for sale on Auto Trader the last time I looked. 240 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, manual, just proper little hot hatch. I took this home the other night, and yeah, it definitely puts a smile on your face. It's quite a bit of kit, this, and it's in super nice condition. What's the mileage? 51,000 miles. It comes with a Road Angel Halo dash camera that's 2K, actually works really well. What's not to love about a proper sporty little hot hatch? Then we've got another Cars Bought for More one, little 1 Series. Got to remind myself what this one is. So 118D M Sport Auto, 71,000 miles. Just under £12,000. These always look really nice in white, I think, especially with the silver alloy wheels. Much nicer than having black ones, things like that. This one's completely unmolested. Could do with a wash because we've got some bird poo on it, but again, we're by the sea. There's lots of seagulls. Yeah, just a lovely bit of stock, really. Then we have a DS3. We sold this one about a year ago, I think, to someone local. I don't know if she was upgrading, what was happening, but she's brought it back to us for us to buy. So we didn't even have to change number plates on it because it already had our number plates on it. Manual, 1.6 diesel. It's on 96,000 miles now for just over £4,000. Proper value, bit of kit that. I think we might have had the alloy wheels refurbished on this when we sold it before. They don't need another refurbish, but they've definitely got some marks on them. But yeah, on the whole, it's a super tidy looking car. Let's have a quick walk around this Volvo, especially while it's open. You probably should have seen this on the channel before as well. There was a whole video on this. If you haven't, make sure you check that video out. But what a lovely car this is. Black ash interior, the massive tablet in the middle. I'm just looking at the screen on the middle where it's just been out on its trip, and it said it did 145 miles per gallon average fuel consumption. They must have gone for a very leisurely cruise for their test drive. Then we've got Z4. I can't find the information sheet, so I can't tell you too much about that. But I think, off the top of my head, it's a 2.5, and it is the 6-cylinder. It definitely is a 6-cylinder because it sounds absolutely awesome, especially when you've got the roof down. That is the sort of soundtrack you want to have when you've got a convertible car. And again, white, black wheels, it just looks right. Then we've got Dacia Sandero. This is the Laureate version, which I think is the top of the range. It's a 0.9 TCE, which is like the little less than 1 litre turbocharged smart car style engine. So super economical. We've got a Corsa Sting. This is a 1.2, 35,000 miles for just under £6,500 under. That's a really nice thing. Nice with the like white wheels, white accents, things like that. Again, it's probably been with us for a few weeks. I would have thought we'd had a bit more interest in this than we have so far, but one of those cars, someone will come along and just snap it up, I expect. Tucked away in the corner is a little Fiat 500. This is a, yeah, I thought it was, a colour therapy, and it's on 47,000 miles, just over £5,000. That's a really nice thing. What a nice little baby blue colour that is. Perfect for someone, that. Then we've got another Fiat 500. This is an S, so it's got the black headlining, the nice kind of bucket seats, the nice stitched steering wheel, the metal gear knob, things like that. I really like these. I think these feel super premium. 70,000 miles, and it's just over £4,500. That's a really nice car for that sort of money, I think. We've got a RAV4. This one's got a few miles on it, I think. What is it? 140,000. £4,000 for this one. Actually, again, I remember this is super nice spec. It's got leather, heated seats, 6-speed manual, cruise control, all that good stuff. Yeah, slightly leggier on the mileage, but a really, really nice car. Then we'll come back around and we'll finish up the front. So we've got the nice Scirocco. This again is a DSG, I think, and it's an R-Line, just under 10,000 on 83,500 miles. Looks really good with the black, big alloy wheels, the nice leather interior with the kind of grey R-Line style stitching. I don't know if Toby would have seen in the window here, but of course there's a DSG, so you got the flappy paddles, things like that as well. I'm a fan of these. I think they've aged well. Maybe you disagree, but I think they still look quite a modern car. Then we've got a Renault Capture. This is a 1.5 DCI, 52,000 miles, £10,500. Again, super practical car. These are usually really, really popular. I think we might have another one of these coming in next week. Bit of a middle of the road car, that, isn't it? But I do think they are a good car, really. They're not maybe going to grab your attention much like an Audi or whatever, but yeah, nice car all the same. Then next to that is another Cars Bought for More car. We have got the Suzuki S-Cross. It's got 46,000 miles on it, just over £8,000. This is going to be one of those Marmite colours, isn't it? I actually really like this kind of lime green colour. Toby's making faces as if he doesn't like it, but plenty of people will, I would have thought. We do get comments sometimes when I've had nothing but white, black and silver cars here that we should get some more colour in. Well, definitely got a few colourful cars at the moment, I think. So that is it for on the forecourt. Let's have a walk through the workshop and then have a look out in the scrapyard and see what we got. I know we've got one absolute dog of a part exchange car out there, so let's go and check that out. We've got a little VW up that's going out, being delivered to a customer on Monday. So Jordan and Macaulay, who was meant to be delivering a car back to a customer today but had to cancel that job, has been helping Jordan polish this. So that's going out on Monday. That's a nice little thing, looking very shiny now. And then we'll head through the workshop. We've got the Fiesta ST that got broken into. If you haven't seen that, that was in last week's weekly video. We'll try and put a link up here or wherever it goes, if I can remember. Someone tried to break in, smash the window, so we've had to get a new bit of glass. We've got the Dent Man coming on Monday. He is going to sort out the lock where they tried to pry it open. So if you are a Fiesta ST owner, make sure you're keeping them safe, because they are very much a target to be stolen. In fact, this one's even still got glass on the roof, look, from when the window shattered when they were trying to pry the door open. So we've got a bit of work to sort that one out, but at least it will be done then. And we might even consider putting some kind of immobilizer on it so they can't do that. This one, you can only see the front. This is a Hyundai i30 that we're working on. There's a video coming out soon, hopefully, where we've kind of completely turned this around. So we won't show you too much, but it's in here for brakes, servicing, things like that. Ignore this. This is Jordan's car. This would never be on my forecourt. It doesn't even have an engine. Let's head out to the scrapyard quickly. So headache cars. The Mercedes C300 Hybrid that we bought from a subscriber through Cars Bought for More. We had an issue with the boot. The boot wouldn't open. We knew that when we were buying it. They've wired that, so now that'll open. But now they've done that, the car won't start. So I think we've had it on charge. The battery being low wasn't helping. They need to plug in the diagnostics. I think we're going to have to get our electrical man out now to try and figure out what's going on with that. Hybrids, they're just a nightmare. They always seem to be. Then we've got the Golf Plus. If you watched last week's weekly, or maybe the week before, can't quite remember, that's got a DSG fault, so we need to get that into the workshop next week, whip the gearbox out, then we're going to send that down to a gearbox specialist, and they are going to change a selector fork or something. So I think it's just not selecting first, second and third or something like that, so it's just not very happy. So that is one that will be on the forecourt in the future, but it just needs a bit of work first. Heading out into the scrapyard, we've got the Mercedes E350 over here, which is due to go out Everything's fine with it, to be honest, but it just needed the wheels refurbished. So it is currently on axle stands. They are off with James at J Repairs to be repainted. Over in the corner is the Mercedes S-Class. Again, you may have seen this in a weekly video where we were talking about the fact that I bought this from a Cars Bought For More customer. It had an ABS fault. We thought it was just an ABS sensor, so we changed that. Then further on down the road, a warning light came back on. Since then, we've brought it back. We've put in whole new wheel bearings, kind of ABS hubs and everything like that. It was about to go back. We'd taken it for a good 10-mile test drive. Macaulay was driving it back today to the customer to swap over with a Polo that he is currently driving of ours. That's another car that we've got in stock. It was all fine until he put the cruise control on. Then the ABS lights came back on again. So I assume it is a speed sensor. There's a bit of an issue with that. Maybe something to do. I don't know. I'm not the mechanic, as we all know. So we'll have to check that out again Monday. First priority, we get that done, put a sensor in if it needs it, and get that back to the customer, who's been very patient, and I appreciate that. Over in the back is a Mini that we believe the turbo has gone on. We bought it from auction a little while ago. One of our old employees was driving it back. Even though it was smoking, he thought he'd continue to drive it, even though there was a car transporter there that had a different vehicle on as well. Rather than swap it over, he just carried on driving it until a massive cloud of smoke came out and it wouldn't drive anymore. So my theory was that it must have blown the seals on the turbo. There is some talk that it could be a timing chain as well. Just my luck, but I don't know. I think we need to put a turbo in first, but it's about 450 quid. So not ideal, but we will look at that as the time comes. That's Dan's car over in the corner. If you're not new to the channel, you'll know that. The work van, we can ignore that. But let's take a look at this marvelous piece of automotive artwork that Jason has taken in part exchange for about 1,250 quid today. The rust comes free with it at that price. I can't knock it. I'm not knocking Jason. Actually, we took this in part exchange against a 2-car deal. They bought about £30,000 worth of cars from us and part exchanged this. So it's not the end of the world. If this owed us nothing, or we had to sell it for nothing, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But we'll get some money for it. First off, we've got Fox Racing wheels. They're not what you want to see, really, on your Mercedes SOK. You want to see the original Mercedes, don't you? But check out the paintwork. I cannot get my head round what they've been trying to clean this with. Now this has probably been a paint repair at some point and someone's cleaned it. It looks like, because you see the roof as well, Toby, come check this out. It's like someone's tried to clean it with a wire brush or something, and I think what's happened on the bonnet there is that paint has got really hot. Where they've kind of scratched through the paint, it's then just got really hot and it's all expanded and cracked. They've tried to put some decal over it to kind of cover it, but there's no covering that. I can't even remember what the mileage is on this. Let's have a quick look. Woo! Place your bets now. Let's fire it up first. You've seen the paintwork. We know this is a, what is it, an 02 plate? No, it was a W, or about 2000, wasn't it? About 99, 2000. I'm terrible with knowing the regs. Let's fire it up. Does have an engine management light on as well. Tuned into classic. That's a good sign. Where's our roof switch? I can never figure them out on these. Oh, it'll be this big red thing here. So there we go. The roof does work, which actually it makes it look a much better car because then the damaged roof is not on show. But the mileage is, if you haven't guessed by now, 179,200. So we've got ourselves a little gem here. Well, there we have it. Jason optimistically thinks it's got to be worth £1,000 of someone's money. Now that I know that it's 180,000 miles, it's a little bit rusty. It has just had a brand new MOT, incredibly. It's got MOT until August next year. That, you know, maybe, but I think this might be the sort of thing that goes for 750, 800, although, I don't know. The boot doesn't want to stay open, or will it? No, it will not. So this is the sort of thing that you enjoy seeing. I guess we'll try and do an individual video on this because that's the sort of thing that we do. We'll drive it, see what it's like. Yeah, just in case you thought it was all sort of £500, £1,000 bangers. It's not. We do have some nicer stuff in stock too, and that was just kind of giving you an idea of it. Of course, there's even more cars out the farm. you know, maybe if you want a farm tour, we'll do that in the coming weeks, months, something like that. Kind of show you some of the stuff we got out there as well. All change going on at Berrow Motors, so it's all going to be different. There's going to be lots of update videos like this. So if you enjoy it, make sure you do hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment, let me know so I know what you like and what you don't like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so that you'll get notifications about all these videos coming out. Check out shiftingmetal.co.uk if you want to get some awesome merch like the shifting metal cap that I'm wearing. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. And other than that, we will see you next time.